It was a cool and breezy afternoon in Mapletown when Grandpa Joe announced something exciting. Tonight, we're going camping in the forest. Leo jumped up with excitement. Really? In a real tent, Emma looked a little nervous. With real bugs and darkness. Grandma Lily smiled gently. Don't worry, sweetie. We'll all be together. It'll be fun. Max and Omar arrived carrying sleeping bags. Luna skipped behind them holding a flashlight that was almost as big as her head. Let's go! Let's go! They all shouted. Soon, everyone was packing snacks, marshmallows, flashlights, and warm blankets. Grandpa Joe led the way with his big green backpack and a silly explorer's hat. To the forest, he cheered and the children followed like a parade. As they entered the woods just outside Mapletown, the trees stood tall and the leaves danced with the wind. Birds chirped above and squirrels ran across the branches. Emma held Leo's hand tightly. It's really big, she whispered. And quiet. Leo smiled. It's just nature talking. After a short walk, they reached a small clearing. Grandpa helped set up the big green tent while Grandma laid out a cozy blanket and passed out warm tea in tiny cups. Max tried to build a fire, but the wood kept falling. Omar read the instructions from a book. Step 1. Don't panic. Everyone laughed. As the sky grew darker, the stars began to twinkle. They roasted marshmallows, told funny stories, and listened to Grandpa Joe's silly forest songs. But when it was time to sleep, a strange sound echoed from the trees. Hoo! Hoo! Emma sat up. What was that? Luna whispered. Is it a ghost owl? Max said bravely. No way. Maybe it's a night dragon. Omar adjusted his glasses. It's just a real owl. They make that sound at night. Leo stood up, flashlight in hand. Let's go find it. Emma gasped. What? Are you crazy? Leo smiled. Come on. If we stay scared, we'll never know what it really is. So the 5 friends held flashlights and followed the sound into the trees, staying close together. The forest was dark, but their lights made funny shapes on the leaves. They heard crunching, rustling, and whoo. Again, finally, behind a bush, they saw it. A big, fluffy owl with wide eyes sitting on a branch. Emma whispered, It's kind of cute. Max waved. Hey there, Mr. Owl. The owl blinked, turned its head, and flew silently into the night sky. The kids looked at each other, amazed. We did it. Shouted Leo. We faced the forest owl. Omar smiled, and we survived the night dragon. Luna laughed. I'm not afraid anymore. They returned to the tent where Grandpa and Grandma waited with warm blankets. Did you find your mystery? Grandpa asked. Yes, said Emma proudly. And I wasn't scared ... much. They all snuggled into the tent, tired but happy, their hearts full of adventure and bravery. The next morning, as the sun rose and the birds sang, the children shared their story over breakfast. We were like forest explorers, Leo said. And we learned that sometimes things sound scary only because we don't understand them. Grandma Lily hugged them all. I'm so proud of you. When it was time to pack up, Leo noticed something special. Look, a feather, he said. The owl must have lost it when it flew away. Carefully, they put it inside Leo's hat. We can keep it as a reminder of our adventure, Grandpa Joe said. Then they packed up the tent, said goodbye to the forest, and walked back home. As they approached Mapletown, the familiar sights brought a smile to their faces. They waved to the baker with the colorful cakes, stopped to pet a fluffy dog, and greeted the friendly farmer. Back in the town square, they gathered around the old oak tree where their adventure began. That was exciting, Luna said, hugging the tree. Me too, Emma agreed. But now I want some pizza. Just then, Omar's tummy rumbled loudly. Pizza sounds great, Max added. They all raced toward Omar's house, where his mom had promised to make a special pizza for dinner. Meanwhile, deep in the woods, a wise old owl watched the children return. She hooted softly. They faced their fears and discovered that sometimes what seems scary is just different. And sometimes, a little bravery can change everything. With that, she spread her wings and flew to her nest, leaving the forest to its whispering trees and rustling leaves. Back at Omar's house, the delicious smell of pizza soon filled the kitchen. Omar's mom, seeing how tired the children were, suggested they rest before dinner. They all lay down on the floor, surrounded by colorful pillows and toys. Soon, sweet dreams replaced their excitement. When Leo woke up, he found himself lying on a soft cloud. He looked around and saw Emma, Luna, Max, and Omar playing in a field full of colorful flowers. "I don't want to wake up," he whispered. Suddenly, a friendly ladybug landed on his finger. "Where are we?" Leo asked her. "This is Dreamland," the ladybug replied. "Only kids who take naps can come here." Just then, a giggling mushroom popped out from behind a tree. "Welcome to my magical garden. I'm here to show you around." The mushroom led them to a sparkling river where fish made of rainbows swam happily. They slid down a rainbow slide and met a talking squirrel who offered them yummy acorns. Then they swung on vines until they heard a gentle voice. "Time for your adventure." Startled, they turned and saw a beautiful butterfly with shimmering wings. "Adventure?" asked Emma. "Of course," said the butterfly. "You came here to face your fears, remember?" Confused, the children looked at each other. "Our fears?" whispered Luna, "but we don't have any fears." The butterfly smiled mysteriously. "Oh, you do. All of us do. But facing them makes us stronger and braver." Before they could ask more questions, they found themselves soaring through the sky on the back of the butterfly. As they flew, the butterfly pointed to a mountain in the distance. "That's Mount Braveheart. To get there, you need to face your fears and turn them into strengths." When they reached the mountain, the children hopped off the butterfly and started climbing. Each step was harder than the last. "I want to go back," complained Max. "You can't," said the butterfly. "Only those who face their fears can reach the top and claim their prize." Taking a deep breath, the children continued climbing. As they neared the summit, they heard a loud roar. A fearsome dragon blocked their path, breathing out smoke and fire. "So this is the dragon from my nightmare," said Emma. The dragon chuckled. "Ah, so you finally found me. I've been waiting for you." "Waiting for us?" asked Omar. "Yes," said the dragon. "You see, I feed on people's fears. And yours is the strongest I've tasted. So if you want to leave this dream, you have to stop me." With that, the dragon breathed a huge gust of wind, trying to blow the children away. They stumbled, fell, got tangled in their own feet, and bumped into each other. "Help!" cried Luna. Then suddenly a memory flashed in Leo's mind. He remembered how the owl had shown them courage in the forest, how the dragon became a playful lizard, and most importantly, how facing their fears made them brave. "We're not afraid of you anymore," Leo shouted to the dragon. "Good," said the dragon, surprised. "If you're not afraid, then I have no power over you." The dragon shrunk, deflated, and disappeared. With the biggest obstacle overcome, the children reached the top of the mountain and claimed their prize, a box filled with magical rainbow dust. Inside the box, the dust swirled and sparkled. "Wow," whispered Max. "It looks like dreams." "That's because it is," said the butterfly. "This dust lets you share your dreams with others. Use it wisely." The children thanked the butterfly and started their journey back home. The ladybug guided them to the River of Dreams, where they rode rainbow fish until they reached the slide. One by one, they slid down and woke up in Omar's house. Outside, the first rays of sunlight peeked through the window. They looked at each other, realizing they had faced their fears in their dream adventure. "We did it," said Emma with a smile. "We faced our fears, and we can do it again whenever we need to," added Leo. "Just by taking a nap," said Luna. Then they all burst out laughing, feeling braver, stronger, and ready for a new day.